She lay there sleeping deeper than usual, nothing special, you thought. And then, weeks later, you realized it. She was pregnant. But your cat, she already knew it long before you saw it. This is not magic. It's an ability we can barely comprehend. Imagine you could feel every bodily change directly in real time. That is exactly what your cat can do. Science is just beginning to understand. Today you'll discover 3 things that will forever change your view of cats. First, how cats sense their pregnancy, even before it becomes outwardly visible. Second, which secret signals their body knows and how she reacts to them. Third, a behavior that almost every cat owner has completely misinterpreted. In the end, you'll never look at her the same way again. Stay with us. The most important part doesn't come at the beginning. Your cat might be lying next to you right now, knowing more than you suspect. The topic is interoception, the internal body feeling of the cat, precise and hidden. Not a word we hear often, but one of the most fascinating in animal science. Interoception means the ability to receive signals directly from one's own inside. Heartbeat, bowel tension, hormone waves, everything that happens is registered directly. In humans, this ability is often dulled by stress and daily distraction. In cats, it's on a completely different level, sharp, precise, and direct. When hormones change, her nervous system reacts immediately to these signals. A cat's brain is closely linked to her body state, much closer than ours. A Utrecht University study examined how mammals register hormonal signals. The result was clear. Animals with high body sensitivity react earlier to internal signals. Whether cats experience it exactly the same isn't proven, but vets report it daily. What they report sounds like more than a coincidence, like true, deep body intelligence. Have you ever wondered why your cat suddenly behaved differently? Maybe she lay quieter, ate less, or sought your warm closeness more often. You dismissed it as a mood, but she was signaling something important to you. She spoke in a language we must first learn to truly read. Let's start from the beginning, with the moment everything begins inside her. When a cat is fertilized, her hormone level changes within hours. Progesterone rises, estrogen fluctuates. The nervous system reacts to it immediately. These changes are subtle, invisible to us, but for her, sensible like an earthquake. Her body tells her, eat differently, move less, rest immediately. That is evolution. Her body prepares her before her mind comprehends it. Maybe you notice that she sleeps more than before, significantly more. Or that she avoids certain corners and seeks new, quieter places in the house. Or that she stopped playing and lies quietly in the sun. That was no coincidence. That was her body telling her, rest is needed now. And here comes the part that amazes many people upon first reading, sleep. Cats change their sleep pattern within the first 3 days after fertilization. Vets report that many female cats immediately hide more in quiet corners. This is no sign of illness. It is instinctive protection for new life. Her body tells her, find a safe place before you need it, right now. And she obeys this inner call, unquestioningly, calmly, and completely determined. You certainly know this, don't you? You looked for her. She lay behind the sofa. Or under the bed, in a corner she had never used before. You thought she was sick, but she was simply wise and forward-looking. This is called anticipatory nesting behavior, forward-looking nest-building behavior in biology. A behavior that sets in before the body makes it outwardly visibly necessary. Now comes something even more fascinating, the role of smell in this. Cats have 200 million olfactory receptors. We humans have just about 5 million. They can perceive hormonal body changes directly via their own smell. Researchers at Lincoln University investigated how cats react to their own hormonal signals. Cats showed an increased self-grooming frequency during times of hormonal changes, measurably. What does this mean? They lick themselves more often when their body changes deep inside. Not because they are dirtier, but because they actively perceive their body. This self-awareness is a form of interoception via the cat's external senses. They feel themselves through what they smell, fine, precise, and unerring. This is so precise that we as humans can hardly really understand it. But wait, there is something else that most owners do not know. In the first weeks of pregnancy, the cat's body temperature changes slightly. Not dramatically, but enough that other cats in the household can perceive it. If you have several cats, did the others suddenly interact differently with her? Or sniff more often than usual, with more attention and more gentleness? This is no coincidence. It is the cat community giving her signals. And your pregnant cat picks up these signals and answers with changed behavior. A cat's social network works via fine chemical messages, invisible to us. Pheromones, body heat, breath odor, everything communicates something in this silent language. And all this begins before you see a difference in her for the first time. Here is the moment I think of when I think about cats. You are sitting on the sofa. She is lying on your lap, as so often. But today she is different. She presses herself closer to you and purrs deeper. You pet her and think, funny, she is particularly quiet and affectionate today. And then, 3 weeks later at the vet, you learn the truth. She was pregnant. In that moment you realize she said a quiet goodbye back then. And welcomes what is coming, with you, on your lap, in this moment. It was no coincidence that she came to you on exactly that evening. It was her body whispering to her, seek warmth, safety, and trust right now. And you gave it, without knowing why she needed it today. Many female cats eat less in the first 2 weeks of pregnancy, biologically determined. This is not a sign of illness. It is hormonally induced nausea that passes. Yes, cats experience a kind of morning sickness, similar to what we humans know. Progesterone and estrogen can affect the gastrointestinal tract and dampen the appetite. If your cat suddenly eats less, first ask the vet, then stay calm. She is telling you, I carry life inside me, and my body already knows. But not only eating changes, sleep also changes on a deep level. Pregnant cats sleep up to 4 hours more per day than usual, demonstrably. The brain produces more melatonin and completely regulates all body functions anew. Rest is not a choice in this phase, it is an absolute biological necessity. Now comes what I absolutely want to share with you, something truly important. Your cat never explained what was going on with her, she couldn't. But her body spoke in movements, sleep, touch, and the closeness she sought. And sometimes, if we are attentive enough, we also hear this silent language. Maybe not always consciously, but deep inside we feel, today she is different. That is the silent gift that animals give us, if we truly listen. They show us how to be present, without words, distraction, or explanation. A pregnant cat teaches us, the body often knows more than the mind comprehends. And that applies not only to cats, it applies just as much to us humans. When your gut tells you something, listen. Your cat would never turn a deaf ear. Back to her. Back to the moment when you finally really noticed it. When you called the vet and the confirmation came, she is pregnant. And you thought back, and suddenly everything made a deep, profound sense. The extra sleep, the hiding, the leaning against you on that special sofa evening. She knew it the whole time, You only understood it in retrospect now. That is no failure. That is the language barrier between human and animal. But the more we learn, the smaller this barrier becomes, step by step. Now you have a name for it. Interoception, your cat's internal body knowledge. If your cat was pregnant or is, she has found absolute trust in you. And you were part of this trust when she lay quietly with you back then. Write us in the comments. Did you feel something back then before you knew? We read every single comment. Your story really interests us very much. Your cat might be lying next to you right now, knowing more than you think. And that is the most beautiful thing about this puzzle we call cat, forever.